confused.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
Why is the Guru
अच्छा,
asking for
आज
a head?
यहाँ
And the
ट्रैफालगर
Guru
स्क्वायर
saying,
लंदन
my
में
father gave his head to
वैसाखी
save all of
सिख मेला है।
Hinduism. Who's willing to give their head to
अभी
me now?
मेले में चलते हैं, देखते
And
हैं
during
सिखों
that
का ये
time,
आज कैसा
5 Sikhs stood
वैसाखी ये
up.
हर साल ही यहाँ पे होता
By
है
Daya Singh,
वैसाखी मेला।
by Taran Singh, by
अभी
Himmat Singh,
देखते हैं इसकी कार्रवाई
by Mohkam Singh.
ये 12 से
And
4
by
बजे
Sahib
तक है
Singh.
लंदन सेंट्रल लंदन
And
में
all
ट्रफालगर
5
स्क्वायर
gave their
में।
head for the Guru. That is the message I want to leave with you for today. We're going to have another speaker by Amandeep Singh who's going to be talking about Vaisakhi as well later on around 4 o'clock. We have a stall at the back for Basics of Sikhi. There's so many different stalls. Please come to our stall at the back. We're going to be doing continuous presentations on Vaisakhi. And ask us questions. Everybody has questions. Whether you're Sikh or not, we all have questions on the purpose of life. Why are we here? How can I become more happy in life? Come to us, speak with us, interact with us, and slowly, may God give us the ability to see that one in everybody. And if we all do that as a collective, and we all unite, we'll be able to live a better life, and the world will be a better place. So forgive me for all my mistakes. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you so much from Vaisakhi and we will be hearing again. Amazing to see. Now we have a message on the
Sometimes it's the little things that remind us of God. Stay close, even when you're far apart. Then when you will hide with remember.
I'm minding my own business and people keep shouting out, that guy speaks Punjabi.
Sit on stage. I challenge you now. I'm challenging you. If you can convert me or my disciples that I bring with me, then those Kashmiri Pandits will accept your terms. But if you cannot convert those people, if you cannot force them to give up their dharam, then you must leave these people be free. And so it was, the challenge was accepted, and Aurangzeb had Guru Maharaj, Guru Tegh Bahadurji Ji placed in a cage as they brought forward Guru Sahib's 3 disciples. Guru Tegh Bahadurji Ji Maharaj, come forward. Why are you standing so far away, Ram? I'm going to lose my voice. I'm just trying to talk to you. Honestly, you're so shy. Guru Tegh Bahadurji Ji Maharaj is in the Pinjara, they're in the cage. Bhai Mati Das is there. They say to Bhai Mati Das, they say, give up your faith. We'll make you rich, we'll give you land, we'll give you wealth. We'll make you a king of a small province. But don't let us have to go through all of this barbarism. Give up your faith. We'll make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. We'll give you women. The Mughals would take slaves and they would sell slaves as treasure, if you will. They go, we'll give you women, we'll give you wives. You give up this ridiculous mandate that you've taken on the behalf of the Guru. Bhai Mati Das, you would say, all of the things that you're offering me to give up my faith, all these temptations, none of these things are going to go with me when I die. All of the things that you're offering with me, they're all temporary. But to stand loyal is going to reflect forever. To stand true and to be faithful to my Guru and to stand for those people that cannot stand for themselves, but that is a noble way of living. That is a noble way of dying. I will not be giving up my faith today. So it was that by Mati Das, they were martyred by being sawn in half. A saw was placed upon their head for refusing to convert to Islam, and they were sawn in half. My friends, whilst the body of Bhai Mati Das Ji was sawn in two, they were more one than we could even possibly imagine. Bhai Mati Das Ji was sawn in two, but they were completely one with Parameshwar Waheguru. Akho Satnam Sri. Bhai Mati Das Ji was followed by Satidas. Bhai Satidas Ji also refused to answer the call to convert to Islam. Bhai Diyala Ji and Bhai Satidas Ji were both martyred. When news reached Aurangzeb that he had failed in his best attempt to convert those good Sikhs, when Aurangzeb hears this, he's thinking, well, if these are the good Sikhs, then what of the Guru? Maybe we shouldn't be doing this to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. Maybe we shouldn't be meting out such a barbarous regime. Let me send a message to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji that if he shows us a miracle, I'll let you go. Those people, let them go too.
But to do the right thing, to have courage, you need Mokum. That was by Mokum saying you need determination. And when you have all four, that is when you can become Sahib. That is when you can become sovereign. You can be considered a true leader, a true ruler. And on this day of Vaisakhi, on the day the Khalsa was born, the Guru Khalsa Panth was given the Guru's form to be distinct in all of humanity. We were given this look to stand out in a crowd. And we were given this mission of Big Fateh. To stand out in a crowd, just like a police officer. If you're ever in trouble, you would know that somebody is a police officer because of his high vis, his uniform. And in the same way, the Guru gave us this uniform, that we never cut our hair. We keep our gaze. We keep a comb to symbolize cleanliness, not just on an external level, but on an internal level as well. A gara, an iron bangle to symbolize there is no beginning, there is no end. God has no beginning, has no end. And to stop us from performing wrong actions, to remind ourselves, our kashera, to save our dignity, keep our dignity. And then our qurban, to not only protect ourselves, but to be like that police officer, like that soldier of God on earth to protect other people if they need it. When you go to any Sikh place of worship, you go to any Gurdwara, you'll be offered a free meal because nobody should have to pay for food. Everybody should have the right to have food for free. That's why when you go into a Gurdwara, everybody sits on the floor as one. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what class you're from. Even if you're the King of England, even if you're the Mayor of London, you still have to sit with the Sangat, with the congregation side by side, eating the same food out of the same cutlery. Big, and then big. So if you're ever in trouble and you see something that looks like us, you ever meet a Sikh, it's their obligation to protect you and to feed you. And that is the victory.
But the next tour, if you want to know which of Maharaja Ranjit Singh's marks parts of his Raj around Trafalgar Square around here. Now normally Ravi charges for these tours, but today as Seva, he's doing free tours. So the next tour is at 3 p.m. Okay, so if you want to have a look at Maharaja Ranjit Singh's marks around Trafalgar Square, so Ravi's doing a tour at 3 o'clock. And if you missed the 3 o'clock one, because you might be visiting all the wonderful stalls we've got behind us, yeah? So if you just turn around, look all the wonderful stalls behind us as well. There's Academy turban tying going on, there's the Khalsa A tour, there's children's Sikh games, so do visit them as well and speak to them. And also, what does Vaisakhi mean for us, although we're celebrating here today, but there's a lot of us, we may not know the true meaning of Vaisakhi, and I've especially got Hukum Singh Ji from Basics of Sikhi, who's going to talk to us about Vaisakhi and what Vaisakhi means. But the most important thing is that you guys mark the day and let the world know that we are in Trafalgar Square and we are celebrating Vaisakhi. So ek bari jekara bole sonehal. Dekho e fateh e jekara ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਖੋਇਆ ਨਹੀਂ, ਆਪਾਂ ਚੋਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਸਵੇਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਿਰਸੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਸੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਬੁਲਾਉਣੀ ਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਜਕਾਰਾ ਬੋਲਣਾ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ। ਖਿੱਚ ਕੇ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਕਰੋ, ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਉਸ ਪ੍ਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਕਰੋ, ਉਹਦੀ ਮੈਮਰੀ। ਸੋ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਫੇਰ ਕੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਵੇ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਟ੍ਰੈਫਾਲਗਰ ਸਕੁਆਇਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਨਾਈ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਆ। ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਨਿਹਾਲ। And Hukum Singh ji from Basics of Sikhi will tell us what is Vaisakhi and what Vaisakhi means for us. So Hukum Singh ji, aao ji.
Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh. So we're so blessed to be gathered in Trafalgar Square, celebrating Vaisakhi, but more importantly, celebrating the birth of the Khalsa. Now, when every Sikh greets another Sikh, we say, Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh. Now, nowadays, we like to say Sat Sri Akal, and you always hear that commonly. But like Benji just did before, when they let out the Jakara, Sat Sri Akal is actually the Khalsa's war cry. So when the Khalsa would go out into battle, they would shout these war cries to scare the enemy. So the true greeting that every Sikh should use is Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh. And the reason for that is because the Khalsa is at the forefront. In every greeting, every interaction that you have, the Khalsa is always at the forefront. You always introduce yourself as the Khalsa. Who's Khalsa? Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa. We are Vaheguru ji's Khalsa. And what's the mission of the Khalsa? Vaheguru ji ki Fateh. And the Fateh of Vaheguru is to spread Deg and Teg. Deg, Teg, Fateh. That feeding and protecting people is the victory that we all strive for. And I've been blessed to be given the opportunity to give the history, the background of why we celebrate Vaisakhi, why we celebrate the birth of the Khalsa. What is the Khalsa? But to understand that, we have to go back to the basics. And what is the true essence, what is the true message of Sikhi? And that's oneness. The first word within our scripture, within Guru Granth Sahib Ji, is Ik Onkar. That one, creator, destroyer and sustainer of everything. That one, that God, that Vaheguru ji, he's not separate from this creation. He created everything and he also resides within the creation as well. And most importantly, he resides inside of us as well. All of us here, we can all agree that we all have a soul. And what's amazing about that, that is the light of God inside of us. And everybody's soul is connected. My soul, my light of God, your light of God, your life, everybody's light of God is the exact same. It's all come from Vaheguru, it's all come from God, and eventually we are all going to go back to God. Can you imagine if you went to work on Tuesday and you start telling your employees, your workers, I live at work, I'm from work? They'll think you're gone mad. They'll think you've gone crazy. You'll say you have a home to go back to. And you say, I don't know where home is. I've forgotten. In the same way, we've forgotten what our true home is, which is that soul, which is merging back into Vaheguru ji. And so what's amazing about that soul, it doesn't have a religion, doesn't have a race, doesn't have a gender. And our purpose of life is all to go back home, to merge back into our Creator, just like water merges back into water. And the way we do that is by meditating on God's name and serving humanity and earning an honest living. By doing these three things, we don't need to believe in God anymore. We can experience God. We can experience Vaheguru ji on the top of our head, the Dasam Dwar, the 10th gate. And that message of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the first Sikh Guru, isn't exclusive just to Sikhs. That message is inclusive for all humanity. That every single person has the opportunity in this human body to sing God's praises, meditate on God's name, and then eventually you'll have the ability to merge back into the Creator. And the greatest thing about Sikhi is you don't have to wait and gamble on when you die. You don't have to gamble and think, am I going to make it to a heaven or hell? You can experience that oneness. You can experience being liberated whilst you're still alive in this human body. But the 5 things that are stopping us from experiencing that is our ego, our lust, desires, greed, anger, and attachment. And the Guru's told us very simply, we don't have to get rid of these things, but we have to control them. And the way we control them is very simple. We meditate on God's name. We serve humanity, and we earn an honest living. And by doing those 3 things together, we can make the 5 virtues inside of us flourish. Our truth, love, compassion, humility, contentment. These will outweigh the 5 vices, the 5 thieves. And then eventually, when you have that control, you'll experience being liberated whilst you're still alive. You'll experience that oneness while you're still alive. And when you experience that light inside of you, then you'll start to see that light inside of other people as well. And when you come to that point, how can you ever be mean to someone? How can you ever shout at somebody? How can you ever cheat on somebody? How can you do anything wrong to anybody when you experience that light in yourself and then you see the exact same light in the person next to you, in front of you? And so that's why in 1675, the 9th Sikh Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, were not confronted, but they were met by the Kashmiri Pandits. Because Aurangzeb, the Mughal emperor at the time, wanted to convert all of India to his faith. And the Kashmiri Pandits, they took sanctuary in Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji's court. And they said, can you help us? We need your help. We're being oppressed. And the greatest thing about this moment, it was not Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji who volunteered to help the Hindus. It was actually their son Guru Gobind Rai, who later on became the 10th Guru. At just 10 years old, they told their father, who's greater than you to give this sacrifice? The Hindus need help, who's greater than you to help them? And the Guru said, but if I leave to help the Hindus, you're not going to have a father. You're going to be left without a father. Because there's going to have to be a sacrifice made to save them. And he said, I'm willing to give up my own father if that means millions of other people, millions of other Hindus will still have their fathers. That was the compassion.
Robin on the flute, so thank you so much, Robin. That's amazing, thank you. Welcome, if you just joined us, as you can hear here. It is Vaisakhi celebration in the square. And like I said before, I know you've all got telephones, you've all got iPhones or Meta phones. So make sure any pictures you take, please do tag us with hashtag Vaisakhi, capital L, capital D, capital N. Okay, so Vaisakhi London is short, okay? So do you know that?
He went to Thailand.
Oh, he went to Thailand.
you